Rugged Rebel Leader here. Round 1 of the Mastery of the Map is over. And now the Rugged Rebel Leader moves on to face a familiar opponent in round 2. That opponent being Big Ben. Now Ben, you and I have met many times in the DWI ring. Sometimes as tag team partners and sometimes as foes. But you see, Big Ben, you were always second to me in Lethal Injection. And I had to practically hand you your first win over RD. And since that day, you've been following in the Rugged Rebel Leader's footsteps. I go out and win a major title, so what do? You have to go out and win a major title. Albeit an SWL one, but a major title nonetheless. But always second to mine. Proving you are second place. Also, I was always seated before you at the Lethal Injection table, no matter what the occasion. And when it came time to step up and win the tag team titles for Lethal Injection, it was I that carried you to a good match. I carried that whole match and brought those belts back home to Lethal Injection. You've been nothing but seconds. You were always licking the scraps off Lethal Injection's gravy train. And Ben, back in that Diva tournament, back in our Lethal Injection days, I remember you hit me with the stroke of midnight. But you see, I let you win. I let you win. Because I felt sorry that you were always second. So I let you win. I let you win. That was my mistake. Because ever since that day, your life has been consumed by divas. Whether it be Kato or Malika. When all the dust settled, and it was time for the Factory Twins, you were the first to go. You see, LI kicked you to the curb. You were the first one to get kicked to the curb. Whereas I stepped up and had the manhood to walk away from Lethal Injection and not get kicked out like a house guest that overstayed their welcome. But also, remember the titles when they all got taken away along with the divas? You were a former sharpshooter. You were a former sharpshooter champion. But when the belts got taken away, did you try to go after the culprit, the Hind? No. You see, that sharpshooter title, it's burned deep inside my soul like a laser. Every waking hour of every day, I see that belt. I see it in my dreams even. And the only way to get it out of my mind is to win this tournament and prove I am one of the best sharpshooters in the DWI. Now, Big Ben, you claim to be the lone wolf. But there is nothing, and I mean nothing, lone about you. You see, I don't recall a loner having a diva or being part of a faction. Stop claiming you're something you're not. Sickening. And that's